So now come to the vacuole. So what is the vacuole? Vacuole is also a membrane bound organelle, and that too single membrane bound organelle. Okay. So this is the, let's say this is the plant cell and this is the vacuole, the blue color hole, the part, it is called as the vacuole. And the plasma membrane of the vacuole is called as the tonoplast. So what is the tonoplast? The tonoplast is simply the plasma membrane of vacuole. So what is the role of this tonoplast? Okay, before going to that, what is the role of the vacuole? So the vacuole contains water, sap and the excretory product. So what is the sap? Sap means simply any liquid part that is present in the plant is called as the sap. So water, sap and the excretory product, and the vacuole contains this type of material, which is interestingly not useful for the cell. Not useful for cell. Okay. So vacuole contains this water, sap, excretory product that is not useful for the cell, and the vacuole are very large. That means, look at the structure. This is the mitochondria, looks like very teeny. This is the nucleus, it is also very teeny. But look at the vacuole, the structure. That means in the plant 90% of total volume is occupied by the vacuole in the plant cell, of course. That means the vacuole is so much large that it enters or it occupies 90% of total volume of the plant cell. But in the animal cell, normally in the animal cell, it can be found or it can be absent. So that means if it is found, it is present in the very less in number and very small, very small. That means in the plant cell, the vacuole looks like this. In the animal cell, the vacuole looks like this. But in the plant cell, this is a very huge, this vacuole. So what is the main function of the vacuole? The vacuole main function is this is the tonoplast, and through the tonoplast, the ions of the solute are transported into it through active transport. So what is the active transport? In the previous video we have studied about the active transport. That means it uses the energy and the solute, it transfers from low concentration to high concentration. So that means here the ion concentration, let's say this is the ion, for example sodium, potassium, the ion concentration is very low, and inside the vacuole the ion concentration is very high, and this solute or these ions are transported into this by this membrane, and this membrane is called as the tonoplast. So through the membrane of the tonoplast, the ions are transferred by the active transport. That means by the use of the energy. That means from the lower concentration to the higher concentration. So in the NEET exam, it will be asked that what is the concentration of the ion in the inside the vacuole? Always it is very high, because it always transports the ions inside it by the active transport. Okay. So now the vacuoles are mainly two types. vacuoles are mainly two types. One is called as the food vacuole and another is called as the contractile vacuole. So what is the food vacuole? Food vacuole means simply it digests the food like the lysosome, but less than 1%. That means maximum digestion of the food occurs in the lysosome, and very small amount of the food is digested in the vacuole. And another is that it found in protozoan, protist and lower animals. Well, what is the function of the contractile vacuole? Look at the amoeba. Let's say this is the amoeba. So in the amoeba, here is the contractile vacuole. That means it regulates the osmoregulation. What is the osmoregulation? It is simply the osmotic pressure. What is the osmotic pressure? That means it decides, this pressure means the pressure between the solute and the solvent. Simply, you can say that in the animal body, if the water level is very high in the body, so after that we transfer the water by the peeing, so that the water amount should be labeled. So if the water amount is very low inside our body, so we drink water, so that the water amount should be same. So here also same function like the contractile vacuole. That means inside the amoeba, let's say suppose the water level is very high, so it discards the water to the outside. So if the water level is very low, then it don't allow to discard of the water to the outside. So this is the main function of the contractile vacuole, which is found in the protozoans, for example the amoeba. So this is the all about the vacuoles, and this is the all about the endomembrane system, which includes endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi, lysosome and vacuoles. Okay, so if you like the video, then please like and subscribe. It will take maximum 2 seconds. Thank you.